puzzles on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Collier. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Quick throw complete. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A first update now from Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Myers throwing on first down.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw is Myers. To throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. This is White. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st down, here's White. They find some open field here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and a guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go, tie ball game. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got.
They'll look to run with Spiller.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers throwing on 4th down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Chigakonkwo
there to make the grab as his guys have now moved out in front.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 28. Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Myers, a final shot before break. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Myers now to throw on second down. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And here's Myers on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap in. He's got it. He got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a handoff up the middle. Moreland, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Moreland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Charger drive about to get going. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. There, 95 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Myers. To throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
Down inside the 10.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And now here is another interception. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of the time.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mahomes will try again on second down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They start the drive with White, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Chargers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.